suffering and death beneath the stars.
So, hi everyone. This is my first voice recorded video. I will apologise for the potential poor quality. I don't own any fancy equipment. I'm just using my PS5 and using my Turtle Beach headset, which is pretty low end price wise. So I imagine the audio quality is probably not brilliant. At the moment, I have been playing Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr, which is an ARPG, more probably known for being in the genre as a Diablo clone. I imagine most people probably know about Diablo. It is kind of the outstanding one in the genre. So this game is, for those of you who probably maybe not know, it's set in the Warhammer 40k universe. I understand that a lot of people who are probably watching this will actually know what that is, but I won't pretend to know too much about it myself, actually. So in this game you play as an Inquisitor of the Imperium. Being a Diablo clone, it's very much just a lot of hack and slash, running around killing things. There is a story to it, which I won't deny I haven't probably paid very much attention to. But for me, that's personally fine. The quest I'm doing right now for this gameplay is a side quest, which I spoke to Janitor Agrippa 723 Theta on the Merciful Agony. Again, not particularly familiar with any of the story to the game, to be honest. Largely playing it for the hack and slash aspects. I love a bit of brutal hack and slash. It's also why, class-wise, I've decided to play an Assault Crusader. Just allows me to get up close and really lay into the enemies, and as you can tell, the game's pretty gore-heavy in terms of the kills. So that right there is an example of the warp helping. That beam can be kind of detrimental to yourself if you're not careful. It can actually do damage to you if you step inside it, so sometimes it's best to just let it deal with the enemies that it's approaching. Whilst being the Assault Crusader, I am a big fan of using the shield. It can be very helpful to block out some damage from an enemy, and also allows you to get close, especially if they're at range or if you're expecting a big hit. You can block it, counter. Those heavier enemies there, the Chaos Space Marines, because of my weapon setup right now, I'm using a chain sword. It's better based for these weaker enemies that don't have armor, like what I'm killing now in the cultists and the demon. Whereas the Chaos Space Marines have very heavy armor, so it actually kind of hinders my ability to do a lot of damage to them. I do have, currently from my gear, a force field, which you can see around my character there. It's temporary, but it mitigates damage from myself. I'm just going to pop a heal there, scaling a bit low on HP. You can stand outside of combat and recharge your HP over time if, say, you're struggling and don't have any ability to heal at the time. Largely so far with this game, I think I've noticed so far, like it's not really particularly difficult up to this point, I've found. Maybe it's because I'm still very early in the game. I know I am. Just getting taped to myself there. But I think I've largely noticed that from playing particularly Diablo 2 back in the day. That was one of my favourite games, particularly growing up. I really enjoyed playing as a druid. I liked summoning like the bears, the wolves, the vines to help. Just block that. I'm also going to now use my ability from my armor to place a turret. Kind of torn between whether or not I like the assault armor to allow me to drop on them, or whether I actually prefer the turret. The turret can be pretty helpful to just take some of the damage away from yourself. And it has good damage output in itself, particularly for some of the weaker enemies, just to be blasting them down very easily. I'd say in terms of skills, the game's quite probably basic, really, I think. I do have another not armor set, weapon setup. I'm not really that big of a fan of using the two-handed weapons. As I say, I'm a big fan of the shield, and as you can see there, I repelled some of the damage using the shield. Oh, I think there's a lot in here. I'm gonna place the turret, pop my shield. So you get these moments where the warp does certain things. Some of them can be beneficial to your enemies, and you can get some that are beneficial to yourself. But one there, as it came on screen, the zone of manifestation. So whenever I'm making kills nearby to it, or inside it, it has a chance to cause them to respawn. And in the case there, it spawned back as a demon. Being a light armored enemy, it's quite easy for me. One thing to keep in mind with this game is obviously I finished the mission there, which was just eliminate the enemies, but you can see it on the side, I can press to quit now, or if say you've missed something, you can just run back through the level and have a check for anything you might have missed, because you might have missed say a chest or something, but I think I'm pretty happy that the level's done. Yeah, so thank you for watching and listening in particular on this occasion to my first ever video with voice record. I hope it's at least been somewhat coherent while I'm playing. There's been a lot going through my mind about doing voiceover. It can be very intimidating. But yeah, hit the like button if you enjoy the video, maybe subscribe if you already haven't. I know I'm very small right now, so it'd be much appreciated, and I hope you can enjoy some more content from me in the future.